You ever wonder why they turn their backs so quick? Why the ones you'd bleed for don't even flinch when you scream for help? Oh, I know you've asked yourself. Don't lie to me. I see it in your eyes. That empty gaze, that quiet rage simmering underneath. You're not angry at them, are you? No, you're angry at yourself for believing in them in the first place. Let me tell you something about trust. Trust is the most dangerous weapon you'll ever hand someone. It's sharper than any blade, deadlier than any bullet. You give it to someone, and you're practically begging them to use it against you. And use it they will. The people you thought were loyal, the ones who promised they'd stick around, they'll show you their true colors the moment the weight gets too heavy. When your world starts crumbling, they'll be the first to grab a sledgehammer and start swinging. But listen closely, because this part is important. Their betrayal, their lies, it's not about you. It's about them. Weak people can't handle strong souls. They see your fire, and it terrifies them. So they'll douse it, snuff it out, just to make themselves feel less small. You trusted them because you're wired differently. You believed in them because you wanted to believe there's still good in this rotten world. That's not a flaw. That's your strength. But strength like that, it comes with a cost. You're paying that price now, aren't you? Nights where the silence is deafening, where the weight of their absence feels like it's crushing your chest. You sit there, replaying every word, every moment, wondering where you went wrong. Let me save you some time. You didn't go wrong. They did. They failed to see your worth, and now they're out there chasing cheap imitations, hollow replacements for the person they walked away from. But here's the twist. Time, it's not just a healer. It's a revealer. Give it enough space, and it'll expose everything. The lies, the betrayals, the fake smiles and hollow promises. And it'll do more than that. It'll show you who really matters. Because when the dust settles, when the storm clears, you'll see who's still standing with you. So, spoiler alert, it won't be many. Maybe one, maybe two. Maybe just you. And that's okay. That's more than enough. You think I don't understand, don't you? You think I haven't been there? Sitting in the dark, fists clenched, teeth grinding, wondering why the hell I'm even trying anymore. Oh, I've been there. Every scar on my face tells a story of someone who swore they'd stay, but didn't. Every laugh I let out, that's just me covering the sound of another person walking away. But you know what? I stopped chasing a long time ago. You want to leave? There's the door. You want to betray me? Go ahead. Just know this. I don't lose sleep over people who chose to write themselves out of my story. And neither should you. Stop wasting your energy on ghosts. Stop trying to resurrect dead relationships, dead dreams, dead promises. If they were meant to stay, they'd still be here. Focus on what's in front of you. Focus on yourself. Build something so strong, so unshakable, that when they come crawling back, and trust me, they always crawl back, you won't even recognize them. Now let me tell you about pain. Pain is a funny thing. It can destroy you, or it can shape you. It's the hammer and the chisel, and you're the stone. The choice is yours. Let it break you into pieces, or let it carve you into something unbreakable. People like us, we don't get to choose an easy life. We don't get the luxury of soft hands and peaceful nights. Our hands are calloused, our hearts scarred, our minds a battlefield. And that's exactly what makes us dangerous. The world doesn't fear the weak. It fears those who've been broken 1,000 times, but still stand back up. It fears those who've been abandoned, betrayed, and left for dead, yet still find the strength to keep going. That's you. That's who you are. Every scar, every tear, every sleepless night, it's all part of your armor. Wear it with pride, because it's proof that you survived what others couldn't. And let's not forget the best part. Time. It's not just going to reveal who truly stands with you. It's going to show them too. It's going to make them realize what they lost. It's going to force them to confront their own cowardice and their own betrayal. They'll look at you, stronger, colder, untouchable, and they'll realize they didn't just lose you. They lost the version of themselves that could have stood beside you. And that's a pain they'll carry for the rest of their lives. So stay patient, stay quiet. Let them think they've won. Let them think you're down for the count. Because when the time comes, and it will, they'll see the truth. They'll see the monster they created, the fire they couldn't extinguish, the soul they couldn't break. And by then it'll be too late. You'll be untouchable, unshakable, unstoppable. You're stronger than you think, smarter than you know, and worth more than they'll ever understand. So stop doubting yourself. Stop wasting tears on people who don't deserve them. Stand up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Because the only person you truly need in your corner is staring back at you in the mirror. Now go. Show them. Show them what patience, pain, and persistence can do. Show them that you don't just survive, you thrive. Show them that no matter how many times they knock you down, you'll always get back up. And when the time comes, when the truth finally comes to light, you'll be the one standing tall. And they'll be nothing more than a distant memory, a lesson learned, a page in your story. Time will reveal everything, my friend. Stay patient. Watch. And when the moment comes, don't just stand with them. Stand above them. You see, patience ain't just a virtue. It's a weapon. A silent, deadly weapon. Most people don't understand that. They think patience is weakness, like you're just sitting there waiting for life to happen. But patience, real patience, it's a calculated, deliberate choice. It's watching, learning, observing every crack in their facade while they think you're doing nothing. And when the time is right, oh, when the time is right, you strike. You know why most people fail? They act too fast, they get hurt, they get angry, and they let their emotions run wild. They lash out, make mistakes, burn bridges they'll later wish they hadn't. Don't be like them. Don't let your pain dictate your actions. Let it fuel you, sure, but don't let it control you. Use it like a blade, sharp, precise, cutting only where it matters. They think you're weak right now, don't they? They think they've won because you haven't retaliated. They mistake your silence for surrender, your calm for defeat. Let them. Let them live in that delusion. There's nothing more dangerous than a person who knows when to wait and when to move. And when you finally move, they won't see it coming. But patience isn't easy, is it? It's not just about waiting. It's about enduring. It's about sitting in the fire without flinching, about carrying the weight of your own doubts, your own fears, without letting it crush you. It's about listening to their lies, their excuses, their justifications, and smiling through it all, even when you want to scream. That's real strength. That's the kind of strength they'll never understand. Let me ask you something. Do you know who you really are? Not the person they think you are, not the version of yourself you show to the world, but the real you, the raw, unfiltered you, the one who's been through hell and back, the one who's survived things most people wouldn't even dare to imagine. Do you know that person? Because if you don't, it's time to meet them. And if you do, it's time to embrace them. That version of you, that's the person they fear. That's the person they tried to break, to silence, to destroy. And the fact that you're still here, still breathing, still fighting, that terrifies them. Because it means they failed. It means they couldn't extinguish your fire, no matter how hard they tried. So don't waste another second doubting yourself. Don't waste another second wondering why they left, why they betrayed you, why they couldn't stand by your side. The answers to those questions don't matter. What matters is what you do next. What matters is how you rise from the ashes they left behind. What matters is proving, not to them, but to yourself, that you are so much stronger than they ever gave you credit for. You see, life has a funny way of balancing the scales. The people who hurt you, who used you, who abandoned you, they'll get theirs. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. Time has a way of exposing the truth, of delivering justice in ways you can't even imagine. And when that day comes, you'll be so far ahead, so untouchable, that their regret won't even faze you. But here's the kicker. You don't need to wait for that day. You don't need their downfall to validate your worth. Your value doesn't depend on their apologies, their regrets, or their recognition. Your value comes from within. It comes from knowing that no matter what they did, no matter how many times they tried to tear you down, you're still standing. You're still here. And that's the ultimate victory. Now let's talk about loyalty. Oh, that sweet, elusive thing. Everyone loves to preach about loyalty, don't they? They throw the word around like it's some sacred promise. But the truth is, loyalty isn't given. It's earned. And most people, they're not worthy of it. They'll claim to have your back, but the moment things get tough, they're gone. Loyalty isn't tested in the good times. It's tested in the trenches, in the chaos, in the moments when everything is falling apart. And if they weren't there in those moments, they never deserved your loyalty in the first place. So stop chasing people who don't deserve you. Stop begging for scraps of affection from those who wouldn't cross the street for you. You're better than that. You're worth more than that. The right people, the real ones, they'll show up without you having to ask. They'll stand by you not because they have to, but because they want to. And those people, they're rare. Treasure them when you find them. But until then, walk alone if you have to. Because walking alone with your dignity intact is better than crawling beside someone who doesn't value you. And one last thing, don't you dare give up. Don't you dare let their betrayal, their lies, their cowardice break you. Because the moment you give up, the moment you stop fighting, they win. And you're not a quitter. You're a survivor, a fighter, a force to be reckoned with. So keep going, keep pushing, keep proving them wrong. Not for them, but for you. Because at the end of the day, when the dust settles and the truth comes to light, you'll be the one standing tall. And they'll be nothing more than a footnote in your story, a lesson learned, a memory that no longer holds any power over you. So stay patient, stay strong, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. Time will reveal everything, and when it does, you'll see you never needed them to begin with. You ever think about how much time you've wasted? All those hours, days, years spent on people who didn't deserve even a second of your energy? Oh, I know it stings, doesn't it? Thinking about all the love you gave, the trust you handed over, only for them to spit it back in your face. But here's the real kicker. They didn't just waste your time. They stole it. They took pieces of you, pieces you'll never get back. And for what? For their convenience, their amusement, their selfish little games. But you know what's funny about time? It's the one thing no one can steal forever. Sure, they can waste it, drain it, even make you feel like you've got none left. But they can't control what you do with the time you have now. That's yours. Every second, from this moment forward, belongs to you, and you alone. So what are you going to do with it? Cry over the pieces they broke, or rebuild something stronger with the ones they couldn't touch? Let me tell you a little secret about pain. Most people think it's a curse, something to avoid, to run from. But pain is the greatest teacher you'll ever have. It's honest, brutal, and unrelenting. It doesn't sugarcoat things or give you half-truths. It shows you exactly who you are, down to your core. It strips away the lies, the masks, the illusions, and forces you to face yourself. And yeah, it's ugly. It's messy. It's hard. But it's real. And in a world full of fake smiles and shallow promises, real is the only thing worth holding on to. You're sitting there right now, drowning in it, aren't you? The weight of it all pressing down on your chest, making it hard to breathe. I know that feeling. I've lived in that darkness, felt its cold grip around my throat. But let me tell you something. They can't keep you there forever. No one can. That darkness, it's not your enemy. It's your proving ground. It's where you learn to fight, to survive, to rise. It's where you discover that the light doesn't save you. It's the fire inside you that does. Oh, they'll regret it, you know. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday. They'll look back and realize what they lost. They'll remember your kindness, your loyalty, your strength, and they'll feel that cold sting of regret. But by then, it won't matter. You'll be so far ahead, so untouchable, that their regret will be nothing more than background noise, a faint echo of a time when they had a chance and blew it. And let's talk about forgiveness, shall we? Everyone loves to preach about it. Forgive and forget, they say, as if those words will magically erase the scars they left behind. But forgiveness isn't about them. It's about you. It's not about letting them off the hook or pretending their betrayal didn't cut you to the bone. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of their actions. It's about saying, you don't get to live rent-free in my head anymore. But forgetting? Oh no, never forget. Remember every lesson, every betrayal, every tear. Use them as fuel, as reminders of what you'll never tolerate again. You see, the people who hurt you, they're not special. They're not unique. They're just weak. Weak people hurt others because they can't handle their own pain. They lash out, manipulate, betray, because they're too cowardly to face themselves. But you're not like them. You feel everything, don't you? Every betrayal, every loss, every ounce of pain, they all cut deep. But instead of breaking you, they've been sharpening you, turning you into something stronger, something unstoppable. You ever wonder why life puts people like you through hell? Why you have to fight so hard just to survive, while others seem to coast through life without a care? It's because you're different. Special. People like you aren't meant for mediocrity. You're not here to live a quiet, comfortable life. You're here to shake things up, to challenge the norm, to rise above the ashes and show the world what real strength looks like. And that kind of purpose, it doesn't come easy. It's forged in fire, in pain, in betrayal. But when it's done, when you've been through the worst and come out the other side, there's nothing, and I mean nothing, that can stop you. So let them talk. Let them laugh. Let them think they've won. Because deep down, they know the truth. They know they didn't break you. They know you're still standing, still fighting, still defying every expectation they had for you, and that scares them more than anything. The world isn't kind to people like us. It doesn't hand us anything. Every step we take, every victory we claim, we earn it with blood, sweat, and tears. But that's what makes us dangerous. While they sit in their comfort zones, afraid to take risks, we're out here fighting, clawing, building something real, something they'll never understand. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take all that pain, all that anger, all that heartbreak, and you're gonna channel it. You're gonna use it to fuel your fire, to drive you forward, to build a life so incredible, so undeniable, that their absence becomes irrelevant. You're gonna become someone they can't ignore, someone they can't forget, someone they'll regret losing for the rest of their miserable lives. And when that day comes, when you've built yourself into something unshakable, untouchable, unstoppable, you won't need their validation. You won't need their apologies or their regrets, because you'll know deep down that you were always enough, that they were the ones who weren't worthy of you. So stay patient. Time will reveal everything. And when it does, you'll be ready. Ready to rise. Ready to conquer. Ready to prove to yourself that you were never the problem. You were the solution they were too blind to see. You're probably sitting there thinking, why me? Why is it always me that gets betrayed, abandoned, left behind? It's a question that burns, doesn't it? Keeps you awake at night, gnawing at the edges of your sanity. But let me tell you something that most people will never have the guts to admit. Pain doesn't choose people randomly. No, it finds the ones who can handle it, the ones who can take it, bend it, and shape it into something greater. You don't get broken because you're weak. You get broken because you're strong enough to put yourself back together. But it's not just about survival. Oh no, it's about transformation. You're not the same person you were before they hurt you, are you? That old version of you, the one that trusted too easily, cared too much, forgave too quickly. They killed that version. And maybe, just maybe, that's the best thing they ever did for you. Now you got scars, don't you? Invisible ones etched deep into your soul. And every scar has a story. Every scar is proof that you've been through battles most people wouldn't even dare to face. They're a roadmap of your resilience, a testament to your strength. So don't you dare hide them. Don't you dare be ashamed of them. Wear them like armor, because that's exactly what they are. And the next time someone tries to hurt you, to break you, those scars will remind you of one simple truth. You've survived worse. But surviving isn't enough, is it? No, survival is just the beginning. Because survival means you're still in the game. But thriving is when you take everything they threw at you, all the lies, the betrayals, the heartbreak, and use it to build something they can't touch. Thriving is when you turn their attempts to destroy you into the very foundation of your success. And trust me, nothing pisses off your enemies more than seeing you rise when they were sure you'd fall. You gotta stop giving them power over you. Every time you replay their words in your head, every time you let their actions dictate your mood, you're letting them win. And why? Why give that kind of power to people who've proven they don't deserve it? They've already taken enough from you. Don't let them take any more. You think they're happy now, don't you? You think they've moved on, living their best lives while you're stuck here, picking up the pieces. But let me tell you a little secret. People like that, they never find peace. Not really. Because deep down, they know what they've done. They know the damage they caused. And no matter how much they try to run from it, no matter how many fake smiles they plaster on their faces, it haunts them. Every time they see someone who reminds them of you, every time they hear a song that takes them back to the moments they threw away, it eats at them. And you'll be long gone, too far ahead to even notice. But here's the thing about moving on. It's not about forgetting. Forgetting is for fools. Forgetting means you didn't learn. No, you remember. You remember everything. Every word. Every wound. Every tear. Not to dwell on it, but to grow from it. To ensure you never let it happen again. That's the difference between you and them. They live in denial, pretending the past doesn't exist. But you confront it, face it head on, and use it as fuel. Patience, my friend. Patience. It's a virtue, sure, but it's also a weapon. A weapon that most people are too impatient to wield. They want instant gratification, instant revenge, instant closure, but not you. You're smarter than that. You know that the best things in life, the most satisfying victories, they take time. You let them think they've won. Let them bask in their temporary triumph. Because while they're busy celebrating, you're busy building. And when the time comes, when you finally rise, they'll see just how wrong they were to count you out. But patience isn't passive. It's not sitting around waiting for life to hand you a break. No, patience is active. It's working in silence, grinding in the shadows, laying the groundwork for something extraordinary, while everyone else is too busy chasing short-term gains. It's about planting seeds and nurturing them, knowing that the harvest will come when it's ready. Not a moment sooner, not a moment later. And here's the beauty of it. When you finally rise, you won't just prove them wrong. You'll prove yourself right. You'll look back on all those nights you doubted yourself, all those moments you wanted to give up. And you'll realize they were worth it. Because without the pain, without the struggle, without the betrayals, you wouldn't be the person you're becoming. And that person is unstoppable. So stay patient, stay strong, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. Because time doesn't just reveal who stands with you. It reveals who you are. And you're so much more than they ever gave you credit for. And when the dust finally settles, when the lies are exposed, when the fake friends are long gone, and the real ones are still by your side, you'll see the truth. You'll see that every betrayal, every heartbreak, every ounce of pain was just a stepping stone, a necessary part of your journey. And the best part? You'll finally be free. Free from their lies, free from their toxicity, free to be the person you were always meant to be. So take a deep breath, stand up, and keep moving forward, because the story isn't over yet. And you're just getting started. You're sitting here trying to figure out why you still care, why their betrayal still eats at you, why their absence still feels like a knife twisting in your chest. I'll tell you why. It's not because you're weak. No. It's because you're real. Because when you give all of yourself. And when you love, you don't hold back. That kind of vulnerability, it's rare, it's powerful, but it's also dangerous, because not everyone deserves it. Most people are cowards, you see. They'll take what you give without ever intending to give anything back. They'll smile to your face while plotting your downfall. And the moment you need them the most, poof, they vanish like smoke in the wind. And the worst part? They'll blame you for it. Oh, they'll twist the narrative, make themselves the victim, paint you as the villain. That's what cowards do. They run from accountability. But don't let that fool you. Deep down, they know the truth. They know they're the ones who failed. They're just too scared to face it. So why do you still care? Because you're not like them. You don't cut ties lightly. You don't walk away without a fight. And when someone betrays you, it's not just their betrayal that hurts. It's the death of the person you thought they were. It's the realization that the version of them you loved, trusted, believed in, it was all a lie. And that's a grief most people will never understand. But here's the thing about grief. It doesn't last forever. Oh, it lingers, sure. It tries to cling to you, weigh you down, drag you back into the darkness. But if you're strong enough, and I know you are, you can turn that grief into something else, something powerful, something unbreakable. Grief can destroy you, or it can forge you into something sharper, harder, and more resilient than you ever thought possible. The choice is yours. Now, let's talk about trust. Trust is a currency, and you've been spending it too freely. You've been handing it out to people who didn't earn it, who didn't deserve it. That stops today. From now on, your trust isn't cheap. It's not something you give away just because someone says the right words or flashes the right smile. No, they're going to have to earn it. And if they can't handle that, good. Let them walk. Let them weed themselves out. Because the people who stick around, the ones who prove they're worthy of your trust, they'll be the ones who matter. The ones who deserve a place in your life. And don't you dare confuse kindness with weakness. Being kind doesn't mean letting people walk all over you. It doesn't mean forgiving the unforgivable or tolerating the intolerable. Kindness is a choice, a strength, a power. But, like all power, it must be wielded wisely. You can be kind and still set boundaries. You can be kind and still say no. You can be kind and still walk away from people who don't respect you. Because kindness without self-respect, that's not kindness, it's self-destruction. You've been giving too much, haven't you? Giving and giving until there's nothing left. And what have you gotten in return? Scraps, empty promises, half-hearted apologies. It's time to stop. Stop pouring yourself into people who wouldn't cross the street for you. Stop sacrificing your happiness for those who wouldn't even notice if you disappeared. You're not a martyr. You're not a doormat. You're a force of nature. And it's time you started acting like it. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I move on? How do I let go? It's not easy, is it? Letting go feels like admitting defeat, like giving up on something you fought so hard to keep. But moving on isn't about giving up. It's about taking back control. It's about saying, I deserve better than this, better than you. And it's about proving to yourself that you can survive, thrive, and succeed without them. Because you can, and you will. You've got this fire inside you, this hunger, this drive. I can see it. It's what keeps you going, even when the world feels like it's crashing down around you. But that fire, it needs fuel. And the best fuel, it's not anger. It's not revenge. It's purpose. Find your purpose, your passion, your reason for getting out of bed in the morning. And when you do, pour everything you have into it. Let it consume you, drive you, push you to heights you never thought possible. Because when you're focused on your purpose, nothing else matters. Not the betrayals, not the heartbreaks, not the people who walked away. They become background noise, distant echoes of a past you've left behind. And when they see you thriving, when they see you stronger, happier, more successful than ever, they'll regret it. Oh, they'll regret it, all right. But by then, it'll be too late. You won't need their validation. You won't care about their apologies. Because you'll know, deep down, that you were always enough. That they were the ones who weren't worthy of you. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. You're gonna take all that pain, all that anger, all that heartbreak, and turn it into fuel. You're gonna build something so incredible, so unshakable, that their absence will feel like nothing more than a blip on your radar. And when the time comes, when you've reached heights they could only dream of, you'll look back and realize that their betrayal, it wasn't the end of your story. It was the beginning of a new chapter, a better chapter, a chapter where you're the hero, not the victim. Stay patient. Time will reveal everything. And when it does, you'll be ready. Ready to rise. Ready to thrive. Ready to show the world and yourself what you're truly capable of.